action. So make sure you guys like, subscribe, and set those notifications because we want you guys to be live with us. So when you do get these picks, you can actually get the best numbers and get them in. And days like today, we do have a pick coming to you here at the top of the hour. So that's why it's a good time to set those notifications. And a little apologies here for the late start. We just had a little meeting here before the show. It was very productive and was everything great. Everything's great. We just had little communications back and forth, so no problems there. Let's get this one underway. Well, today it's just going to be Mindy and I, so let's go ahead and let's get the show underway. Well, actually, no, let me let you know about what's going on at Tony'sPicks.com. Guys, our promo code, you can save 20% off all premium pick packages. When you use that promo code TonyT at checkout, you can access our page by clicking the link in the description, click on the All Cappers tab, and get signed up. Also, love to hear from you guys, so post your picks in the comments below. And of course, we are now on a podcast, so if every pick now is in podcast form over at Tony's Picks. So if it's inconvenient for you guys to watch videos, if you're walking, you're commuting to work, we know you guys have those Bluetooths from your phone to your car. You can listen to the podcast in podcast form. If you're one of those guys who like to put buds in your ear at the gym and shake your head, well, then you can listen to us. There are picks there as well on the Tony's Picks podcast network. And remember to visit our site, Tony'sPicks.com, our multi-capper site showcasing the top cappers in our industry. Click the links to the hot cappers and get signed up. You can see Morning's team has been on absolute fire here. Ramon has been doing great, top of leaderboards the last 7 days. Tiffany's been hot. Mindy's doing great in baseball. Click the link and get signed up. Of course, you'll see all of our picks here, our featured picks up here. And of course, you hit the best bets. Each capper can release one best bet per sport per day. So you'll see many of our best bets on the board right now, with Nick with a couple, Tiffany with a lot of them up there across the board. And of course, Morning's team with some. We'll see Paul in there as well as myself. So guys, get on board here. And Mindy with three packs today on the board. So guys, get signed up. Don't forget our $15 pick. Each capper can designate one premium pick off their card as a $15 pick, just to showcase their service out to you. You can see here many of the cappers have them up there, and many of them are selling their best bet at 15 just to showcase their service to you. And of course, our 3-packs are really good value there. So check out the 3-packs. We've got many of them up there on the site. And you'll notice here, profit guarantee. You must turn a profit, or the amount you purchase is credited back into your account as site credits. That's what profit guarantee is. As you scroll further, you'll see our pick ticker as we do showcase the plays that are on here for sale. Let me just go ahead and reload this page because it's, there we go. I wanted to show you the full screen here. There we go. You can see that we have the pick ticker up there with individual picks for sale. If you're looking for NBA today, just click NBA and you'll find the NBA picks for sale that can be bought a la carte. You can buy them a la carte here if you're in a hurry. We're actually going to start positioning that pick ticker. We're going to use the header up here for some of the pick ticker. We're going to kind of condense this text, and on this upper half, we're going to start implementing some pick ticker information here, because there's a lot of wasted space up here. You know, also a lot of wasted space here that we're going to incorporate some stuff with. But anyway, we're going to get some pick ticker information here. Maybe here too. We're deciding what we want to do here. Maybe the 2-for-1 capper promotion banner we're going to put in here, and then condense this text in here and have a nice pick ticker here, a new module. We're not going to change anything on the site, but I think for the games that are coming right up here within an hour or two, it'd be great to see them up here on the pick ticker. And we're going to modify the leaderboards a little bit here. As you can see, you got to take action on this. I like the tabs better, so this one may change a bit. And we're also going to incorporate the best bets and the $15 premium picks into our leaderboards, as well as the late steam, which is a feature coming up very shortly. And of course, we want to track as well against the spread, money line, and totals. We want to incorporate into our leaderboards. That will be coming up shortly as well. We have that on our to-do list from our cappers. All right, let's get this one underway. Guys, let's go ahead and welcome in Mindy Hahn. You'll find her over at Tony'sPicks.com, where she does great work. Catch her on the morning steam here Saturday through Thursday here at 9 a.m. Eastern. Let's bring in Mindy right now. Mindy, what's happening?
Not too much here, just getting ready for some afternoon baseball.
Afternoon baseball. It's an exciting day. I love the baseball in the afternoon. Looks like weather's good. We'll get this one in, but we're right here to the NBA to start us off here. The NBA season here on TNT. Here we have the Warriors here hosting Lakers. Golden State here laying 7 now. Total sits here at 225.
Yeah, I mean, why not start with basketball here today, right? Lakers versus Warriors. You know, Lakers have the new head coach. I think they have high expectations here, you know, for the team. If I take a look at Vegas total, It's 45 is the over-under for wins. It's actually the eighth highest this season here when you look at that. So, maybe Vegas has, a little bit of, something good in mind here for these Lakers. But I think they can only do it if they try to stay healthy here. So I don't know. Golden State, they return most of its core from that championship team. Going to have a good, ring ceremony here tonight. Their over-under by Vegas is 51.5. Last year they did go over that. They landed at 53. So again, Vegas is thinking that, Golden State's going to have a decent season with all their talent here as well. With that talent, they just score a ton of points. Last season in the opener, they put up 235 total points. So tonight, I think they can eclipse this total of the 225. The over's 4-0 in the last four head-to-head in these. 5-1 to the over for the Warriors, and 8-3 in the last 11 here for the Lakers. The last time a game has gone under between these two was February 28th of 21. So looking for another high scorer between these two teams here tonight.
All right, Mindy, looking for some scoring here between the Lakers here and the Warriors. She's going over 224.5 here, Lakers and Warriors. This Laker team, you're not here in Southern California. They're starting to lose some support here. I'm starting to feel that from some of the people. They're kind of getting tired here of the lack of play and the fact the team just keeps getting, not with it installing youth into their lineup. Although, when I look at this team, I think Mindy's probably lost her connection here for a second. Maybe she'll reconnect here because I don't think she can hold still that long. I don't think so. But anyway. Just throw in some of my opinion here on on this game here. The Lakers, I believe, their starting five has actually improved now that Westbrook has been sent to the bench. No doubt, no duh, right? So with Westbrook in the bench, we got Patrick Beverley, who's good at 3-point line, but it's the situation here is the bench, right? I mean, I just look at many of this bench being a train wreck with Westbrook and a lot of these veterans with a lot of flaws with them. And not a whole lot of youth other than Austin, Barnes on that team. With the Warriors, we know that starting five is good. They also added to Vincenzo and Green. But I think where you're going to see a lot of the damage done here is when that Lakers second unit comes in. And I think the Warriors can pretty much pound that. And the minutes, right? I mean, LeBron James averages 37 minutes a game. When you look at Anthony Davis, 35. But then it drops considerably here because Patrick Beverley averaged about 25 minutes a game last season. He's averaged 30 minutes or less the past 8 seasons. What does that mean? It exposes the bench a lot more.
Yeah, and the thing is, too, is when you have James and Davis occupying the whole Lakers payroll, it's hard to get good, supporting staff there as well. I mean, I think they even talked about, maybe decreasing the salary, and they're like, no, we want to try to win it now. So, again, when you run into injuries, then you're going to have issues. That's just kind of the nature of the beast with what they wanted to do. I think you talked about it a lot last season, that they're like, hey, this is going to be like maybe our one shot of getting it, and we're going to give it all we got right. Panned out. It hasn't really been a cohesive Lakers team. Maybe they can switch that around here, this season. But I just think, Golden State, I mean, geez, they're bringing back everyone. Not going to have too much trouble shooting the ball here as well. But if I just take a look at, the last 3 games, the totals have been set at 225, 228, and 219. And it went over 232, 240, and 240. So again, I think it's a good indication. I think some people were thinking, well, might not be into it today because of all of the pomp and circumstance of the championship, but I think here that everyone's going to get down to business. I think it's a big enough rivalry, prime time, first day. I think they're going to be ready to go here.
Yeah, if they were playing like the Thunder, if they were playing maybe the Spurs, or an Eastern Conference team other than the top tier team, I think it might have been a situation. But when LeBron James company comes into play, yeah, the ring ceremony is nice, but you know what's going to be on their minds during the ceremony is, okay, we got the Lakers tonight. We got the Lakers. So it's a different mindset here, I think, here in this situation. Yeah. Also, you go from the defensive coach to, well, we'll see what Darvin Ham brings. Inexperience. Right. I don't really think they're going to play defense for him. That's just how I feel about for these rookie coaches that have really, again, it's a veteran team like that needs a veteran coach. So I think you're going to see a lot of freestyling out there, a lot of players making their decisions for them. And I think what goes back south here for the Lakers is going to be their defense.
Yeah. That could be right. They haven't played much for defense as of late. I mean, they are bottom tier of defensive teams. So I mean, I don't think you're going to get too much out of them here. Either moving forward. Again, I think they have some folks that at least LeBron likes this season. So maybe that will help. If LeBron likes you, you get to play. So.
Yeah, it's just kind of the way it rolls here. Lakers Warriors over total of 224.5. This one will have a start time here of 10 Eastern time over on TNT. All right, Mindy, let's take a look over at TonySpicks.com right now here for today's action. As we know, we have a couple of baseball games here. One's top of the hour, the decider between Cleveland and the Yankees. We also have NHL card as well, a nice card up here for Tuesday. We've got a couple from NBA. What do you have going on over at Tony's Picks?
Yeah, I am in play for the Yankees Guardian finale, so pretty excited for this one. I think it's going to be a great game, no matter who you're rooting for. I think it's probably going to come down to the wire, be pretty exciting. I'm not anticipating a big blowout by any means. Otherwise, was excited to see some hockey last night. I had my main screen of the football game and 4 other peripheral games there. Got to see the Kings barely, eke a goal over the line to kill my free play from yesterday. So I got 2 plays in hockey, and then I have another one here in the NBA. So pretty excited. It's going to be a good night.
Good night indeed, guys. Get on board here with Mindy Hunt over at Tony's Picks. See the good results here from baseball over the last 30 days. So get on board right now with Mindy Hunt over at Tony'sPicks.com. All these numbers are documented. Visit her page and get signed up. Of course, tonight, as Mindy was talking about, a 3-pack here going up. She's put together her NBA as well as NHL into a nice 3-pack. Profit guarantee means it must turn a profit or the amount you purchase is credit back in your account. That's profit guarantee. Also an MLB playoff guaranteed bet. Best bet on the board as well. A lot of individual plays up here from Mindy today. And of course, the long-term passes work very well. If you just want to try Mindy out for 7 days, you can do that with that 7-day all sports pass. You get all of Mindy's all of Mindy's plays here for 7 days, include all of her NBA, all of her NHL, as well as all the football, right? NFL, college football, and the Major League Baseball playoffs. As we're now into the championship series from both leagues here. So we got a lot of baseball on the board. So that 7-day pass would work really well here. Instead of buying all these plays individually, like you can, it will add up. But if you get the long-term pass, as you scroll down, is where you'll see the long-term passes. Mindy has up to a year pass, a 1-month pass, a 7-day pass. If you really want to try her out, give her a good read here for the 7-day pass. You'll get a lot of volume of plays here. Because again, we got college football here Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. A lot of football will be covered here for the NFL Thursday, Sunday, and Monday. And all the baseball this week. Of course, remember they're compressing these schedules, so not too many off days in this round from baseball, as well as, of course, all the NBA, the everyday sports now, NBA and NHL in the mix. So this is a great time to get those long-term passes. With all these sports overlapping, is a great time to do so. And we'll also save you some money here when you use that promo code TonyT at checkout. You can access Mindy's page by clicking the link in the description, clicking the All Cappers tab, and then getting signed up. Of course, you could use that promo code on any of the passes. If you just want to get the long-term pass or bundle up with many of the individual plays, you can do that as well with that long-term pass, that 20% discount at checkout. All right, Mindy, I know we put together a Twitter account for you over at Tony6Mindy, and a great show you do with Ramon in the morning with that morning steam.
Yeah, so you can find me at Tony's Picks Mindy, where I have another NHL play over there on the Twitter site. So go ahead and find me there, give a follow, and then click on the bell to get the notification so you make sure you get everything, every play. All we do is give picks on that, so you won't get any other BS out there. No ads, no advertising, just picks. So make sure you pick that up. And then again, we are getting closer to where we're going to have some college basketball, so you can get in there and get a month-long pass even, and geez, you're going to be getting all sports out there almost. And then also make sure you catch Mindy and Ramon, the morning steam, every Saturday through Thursday at 8 a.m. Central Time, where we go over basically every game on the card. I give my pick, Ramon gives his, and if we match, then we have consensus plays that we do document over at the site. That's what Tony is showing you right there. The morning steam, we were 3-0 yesterday, had some really nice hockey plays, and we had the under in that football game. So yeah, I saw that we have Steve. He said in the chat there that he had the Coyotes at plus 400. Me and Ramon, we had them at the plus 1.5. So we all got winners there on that one. I think it's just crazy that the Coyotes just really have the Maple Leafs number. I think they've won the last 7 games now in Toronto. So pretty crazy. But yeah, also Ramon, he gives you all of the major line movements for the day, any injuries. You can give your picks. We have a lot of people that come, regulars that are chatters. It's nice to build a consensus. So we're having a good time on the Morning Steam Show. So I hope you check us out.
Yeah, check out Mindy and Ramon here on the Morning Steam Show. Of course, Steve McAllister with a 1-1 day yesterday. I think they call him Stevie Mac. Charger was a tough loss there. Good win with that Coyotes, man. That is great. He likes the Phillies. He likes the Phillies Padres first 7 over 4.5 runs here, minus 145. First 7 here. You don't hear it too often. We always hear first 5, the Nerfies. This is a first 7 here, over 4.5 runs there. Stay away from those Padres
He's
bullpen.
digging into the numbers on that one, I tell ya.
Yeah, he's really digging into that one. That one, over first 7 over 4.5. So thank you for that contribution, Steve. Yeah, that Kings game was quite a game. Did you see that?
It was.
How do you blow with an empty net? How do you blow a breakaway? How do you blow?
I don't know. If you're the Kings, you can do it. That's all.
I'm thinking about the Kings are going to win. I didn't have any skin in the game, but I do go to a lot of their games, right? And I'm trying to get some NHL picks in today. I might go against the Kings today, though. We'll see. But that's why we need the late steam. Back to back. Actually, they're using Peterson. Right? I think Peterson might be in net. We'll see if that's the case. But man, that was crazy.
Yeah, that's because Quick might be out. That's right.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to go Quick on a back to back. I think you got to, especially on the East Coast trip. You probably would want to rest Quick here, man. But I got to tell you that you knew when you blow an open net. When you blow an open net like that on a breakaway, you knew Detroit was going to tie the game. You just knew it was going to happen. But because Detroit being Detroit, lose the game.
But literally, yeah, in overtime, that was the slowest to see the puck cross the line. They had all day to kick that out of there.
Yeah. So, well, how about that other goal where the puck was like behind the goalie? It was frozen. The puck was just sitting there. Another one they scored. I think it was like their second or third goal where the puck was just behind the goalie's legs. It was just sitting there. Everybody thought the goalie stopped the play. But Kopitar saw the puck and he went in there, just poked it. He just like a cue shot, just poked it in. It's pretty funny.
Right.
But yeah, that's interesting here to start of the NHL season. Of course, the Colorado Minnesota flew over the total. Which I think it was somebody was on that one earlier. I think it was the other show.
It was like what? Yeah, 5-3 or something.
Yeah, 6.5, and it's just Minnesota give up a lot of goals. So that Wild, somebody look to go over, and of course, when Colorado plays a bad defensive team, man, get the puck line ready. Get the puck line ready. No doubt. All right, Mindy. Well, check you out.
You have to start betting more hockey then.
I know. Well, I'm following it more and more now. I watched the preseason because finally NHL Network, they were showing all the preseason games. That's what they do. We need day sports, right? So when there's no day sports, I can just watch the NHL replays. So that's what's going on, or all the replays. But what happens now? NBA replays will be up there. I'll watch. I couldn't watch San Jose step Fresno State because I was just like it was such a negative. That game was so
good enough on
boring.
The first time.
It wasn't good enough to go because I was so caught up in the Dodger Padre game that I didn't even have Fresno and San Jose. So I watched that game. Yes, boy, that was a snooze fest yesterday. I'm glad I covered that game, but it's just like what?
Yeah, you had it as a premium. Me and Ramon, we were on San Jose, and I was like, "How does Tony know that?" And he's like, "Oh, Tony knows all the Mountain West stuff."
The defense. It was the Fresno State. The one thing they do well, and they're back home. Remember that crazy road trip? They go all the way to UConn. They lose their starting quarterback. The backup has a little bit more experience. The backup comes back to a home, and he didn't do as well, but the defense really stepped up there in that game. I have felt the Fresno State's defense. With Tedford's a good coach, getting him back home. I was confident in Fresno State in that spot here against the Spartans, who may have been a little fat and happy with that win at UNLV. We're seeing UNLV. That's an interesting one. 24.5 now. Dogs here against Notre Dame team that lost to Stanford. You know, I was wondering. I looked at that game and I was worried about McKee because McKee, the quarterback at Stanford, is pretty good. He's the one good player on that team is he can get the ball downfield. He has good passing yards. I thought, man, if Notre Dame comes up flat, McKee has a good game, they could stay in it. I didn't pick him in that game and went the other way. And that's the one I should have. That's the one I had a hunch on that Stanford would cover that game for some reason. I don't know, but it didn't roll with it.
Yep. Next time.
Next time. We'll see what we got next time. All right, Mindy, we'll talk to you next time.
All right.
All right. Have a great afternoon. We'll talk to you soon. Mindy Hahn here on Game Day Picks. Guys, make sure you tune in Monday through Friday here at 3 p.m. Eastern Time with Game Day Picks. We're with you here on the show. And I just want to get our thumbnail up here. Yep, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you like, subscribe, and set notifications so you're live with us. So you get the best numbers from these picks, and you get the picks. Because we got a game coming up here in about 15 minutes. So if you were live with us, you're going to get it. Let's continue on here with Game Day Picks. Now it's time for my pick. We're going back to this one here. Yankees, Guardians. It's not 7.5 now. It's 7 for Eastern Time. And we're going to stick here with the under in this one. I just under the total here of 7 with Guardians and Yankees. Top of the hour here. We do have Cortez. Cortez is the starter now here. No longer Taillon. We're getting Cortez. 28 starts. ERA of the season of 2.44. You know, Cortez has allowed 2 earned runs or fewer in 7 straight. And, of course, the Yankees with that evening that series, we're getting to a decider here. Remember, there's 2 days off between games, so these bullpen arms are going to be fresh. You look over the past 5 games, the 5 postseason games, the Guardians, a bullpen ERA of 0.74. I know Savali is on the mound, but Savali is going to have a really short leash. You know, this is one of those all hands on deck situations, and to the point where they probably will just, the winner of this game may just give away game 1 of the game tomorrow, whoever wins, right? Because they're going to be all hands on deck. They're going to, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if Bieber sees action in this one. Would not surprise me whatsoever. Of course, the Guardians bullpen has been outstanding. So we're going to go under here. Big games go under. Under total here, 7, Guardians and the Yankees. Guys, check out Tony's Picks. I have 2 premium plays today, best bets from baseball and best bets from the NBA tonight. So get on board right now. Hit my best bet winner last night here with the Chargers and Broncos under the 45.5. Man, I mean, I looked at that. I was wondering myself, how can that seems like a high game. This is Denver here. You know, I really was expecting the total in the 30s in that game. But then I understood why it got into the mid-40s when you kind of look at the way the Chargers move the football and the yardage gain and the yardage allowed. But, man, when you get that resistance defense from the Broncos, which they are playing really good defense right now, you have to give them – you got to tip their hat. And also, Herbert is not really getting those passes deep downfield anymore. A lot of those short passes, those dump-offs, you don't have Keenan Allen out there. They're not getting those receivers open downfield. So it's a lot of short to intermediate routes this year. It is moving the chains. Again, the running game, we'll see how that rolls here. They had, I thought that might have just been a one-off against Cleveland, but we'll see how that rolls. But anyway, guys, go over to Tony'sPicks.com. Get on board with my 2 best bets today from baseball as well as the NBA. Of course, the long-term passes, 3, 7, or 30-hour sports pass. Get all my premium plays for that time period you select. When you go to my handicapper page and you make that purchase, use the promo code TonyT at checkout, and you'll save 20% off. You can access my page by clicking the link in the description. Then click on the handicapper tab, and when you get to my page, you'll land right there. And then as you scroll down, you'll be able to see what I have for sale here. As I'll scroll down here, you'll see I have a couple of best bets on the board right now on the NBA and MLB, as well as my long-term pass, 3, 7, 30 All Sports Pass, up to 1 year All Sports Pass, and the pick ticker there showing you what's for sale individually there on the site. So go ahead and get on board, and that's what it'll look like when you click the link and you go to my handicapper page, that profile page up there. All right, reminder, guys, with our recap. Today we had Mindy here on the Lakers Warriors over 224.5, and I was here on the Guardians and Yankees under total here of 7. And Ramon chimes in. Hope Ramon, as you saw him yesterday, he was a little bit under the weather, so he's missed the show today. But Ramon here on the Peterson is a confirmed goalie for the Kings tonight. So that's for Ramon here. I chime in here on the show. So check him out. Actually, check out his Twitter account for Ramon at Tony's Picks Ramon, and you would have get his show pick up there. Whatever he had on the show, it puts over on his Twitter account today. So check that out. You happen to miss Ramon's segment today here on the show. Of course, don't forget to check out the Morning Steam Saturday through Thursday here at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. A good rundown today of the MLB card as well as NBA, and of course they cover NHL as well as college football in the week 8. So a lot of content today over on the Morning Steve. Of course, our editing crew is up there. You can watch the full show in archive, or you can watch every individual play on archive. Or if watching the videos isn't convenient, you can hear everything on the podcast. The full show is in podcast form. I showed our guys how to do that. You got to go to the live stream and just take the and get it there, so they can. The full show's up there as well as each individual pick. Every pick is in podcast form over at Tony's Picks available on all major platforms like Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. We also have Spotify, TuneIn app, and Stitcher. Those are the 5 big ones, and we're on many more, but those are the more popular ones. All right. Reminder, guys, be sure to tune in again tomorrow. We'll be back at it. That'll do it for our edition here of Game Day Picks, guys. We'll be back again tomorrow, so make sure you tune in here at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, let's go ahead and we'll bring Mindy in. We're going to wave goodbye, guys. You guys have yourself a great evening, afternoon. Make it a winning one, and we'll talk with you guys again here